Welcome to the new year. Hey, everybody, how are you? It's me, Wally. You can tell who I am behind me. Weslie VanVoorhis for Exit Realty, front and center up here on Upper Front Street in Binghamton. Of course, I'm an associate real estate broker, licensed associate real estate broker here. And if you want to get a hold of me, you can come on down here. We are at 1163 Front Street, Upper Front Street in Binghamton, suite number 2, or you can just give me a call. Listen, cool thing that just happened is I just got my mobile business card. Hey, Faye and Tammy, how are you? And Jeff, glad to join us. So if you want to know more about some of the cool things I have going, listen, I'm just setting up my website. I'm getting some stuff going. I got one blog up there. Got some homes up for sale. Going to have more homes up for sale. We're adding them like crazy right now. You can do it very simply if you're tech savvy enough to text Wally Sells to the number 85377. So how do you do that? You take your phone, get on your text messaging, and you go to 85377. And when it says in the little bar down there, you just type in Wally Sells and hit send, and boom, you got all the information you need. Probably not all of it. For all the information you need, you got to give me a call at 725-1446. So yes, I'm now located right here on Upper Front Street in Binghamton, down here in the heart of the Shenango Forks and Shenango Valley school districts, where I grew up. I used to run. I hang out down here, so I know the area very well. Listen, we're all about selling homes. We're all about trying to help you get your home sold or get you into a new home. So we do this every Wednesday, or we try to do it every Wednesday. We had some holidays. You probably didn't want to see me do this on Wednesday, on Christmas, or on New Year's Day when you were suffering from your hangover. Hey, John Lynn, how are you? My neighbor, John Lee Cooper. So we decided to suspend it for those 2 days. So we're back here doing the same thing. Do you realize we've been doing this for over 2 years now? Well, I've been doing it. You've been listening or watching or whatever. So it's all about trying to help you either sell your home or get into the home that you want to buy. So let's talk about this. So today we're going to be talking about a couple of different things. What's a wingman? Okay. Also, sellers, what should you fix or what should you forget? Good topic right there. How do you find the right agent for you, whether you're a buyer or a seller? What's good for you? What's going to work to your best interest? We'll get through all that hopefully in the next 25 minutes or so. So let's get right to it. So you're looking to buy or you're looking to sell a home, and there's something called a wingman. Let me explain this. Now, I don't want anybody to get all crazy about this or get your panties in a bunch, because they are out there. They are friends. They are people. They are dad, their mom, they're your uncle or great uncle, somebody that's going along with you to help you buy the home. Totally get it. Let's back up one step before we get to the whole wingman thing. You call a real estate agent who you trust or you think you trust, somebody who has expert knowledge on helping you buy or helping you sell the home, right? So you know you have to do that. So we're going to get you, oh, that light's better, huh? So you get someone to come by and try to help you do this stuff. So you're hiring a professional, like the guy right behind me. So that's good. That's good news. So then you bring Uncle Jim Bob with you to help you buy this house, because Uncle Jim Bob has bought a house, or dad, or whoever. So wingmen are fine. They're there for support. They're there to try to help you. Or let me be gender neutral, wing women or wing people. So they're there to try to help you with that. Okay, let's take this with a grain of salt. Everybody's there to try to help you with this thing. Really, the goalie should be your real estate professional. So it's okay. You're going to be bringing somebody with you, because everybody seems to do that. But understand that your wingman, wing woman, wing person does not do real estate every day of the week, unless they're a real estate agent, right? So don't let your best friend, don't let dad, don't let mom, or don't let your supervisor from the power plant help derail the deal that you got going on. It's a pretty hated thing. I get it. You know what? You're going for the biggest purchase of your life, or you're trying to sell your lifelong home, and you want to make sure you don't make a mistake. So you ask a bunch of people. How many times have we seen this as real estate professionals? People get online and they type, hey, what do you think about this price for my home? Or what do you think about me offering this for my home? Okay, and you get everybody in the world giving you their opinion. It's just that. It's their opinion, but not their informed opinion. And many times they are there because they love you. They're not there necessarily to be there on your behalf. Because what happens if you don't get the deal? They go, Wasn't meant to be. Maybe it was meant to be, but you didn't get to the right price. Or maybe it was meant to be, and you didn't come down enough in the price of your home sale to make it happen. That's what I'm saying. So your wingman is anybody there is there to help you walk through, to grab you by the hand and kind of help you do this home sale. So you got to be careful. And I'll tell you, we had one that was going on this week, and I'm not mentioning any names or any properties or anything like this, but it's typical. It's typical that you have mom or you have dad. You trust them because you've never bought a house, so you're really scared about this whole process. You want to, you're excited about buying a house, but you're scared about it. Understand this, that, okay, when you're doing the negotiation on your new house buyers or sellers, when you're doing the negotiations on this, you want to buy the house, the people that are selling the house want to sell it, or conversely. Everybody wants the same thing. So how's the best way to make this happen? Okay, how's the best way to bring everybody together to come to grips and come to an agreement on how to make this thing happen? Because that's really what it's all about, isn't it? It is. It's about transfer of ownership and making a business deal and trying to make everybody happy in this thing. So what happens when your wingman turns up the heat on the stove because they go, hey, I wouldn't go a bit over $140,000 on this house because I just wouldn't do it in this neighborhood. And maybe you wouldn't. So you're standing pat at $141,000 when the other people were at $160,000 and they've come down. Maybe they've come down. Maybe the people that you're trying to negotiate with have already made a great faith, good faith gesture, and they've adjusted the price of their home that they're trying to sell to you from. Maybe they've adjusted it down. They said, okay, we'll counter offer and we'll come off the price by $8,000. And when you only go up an increment of $1,000 because you think you got them over a barrel, you got that rock between you and them, and you know that you're going to crush them with that rock because you're going to win this deal no matter. What you're really doing is you're really turning up the heat even further on this deal, because at some point, if you make this deal, it's just going to make it's going to be like a pebble in your shoe. It's going to make everybody so much on edge here that down the road, trying to get things fixed, if they need to get fixed, it's going to be difficult and hard, and it's going to be hard all the way. Think about this. Let's see the best way how to bring everybody together. So should you listen to your real estate professional in these negotiations? Yeah, that's what you're paying us for. Now, some people would say, oh, you're just out there for a quick sale. Who doesn't like a quick sale? But as a realtor, our ethics say this, that we're there to work for you. Whether you're the buyer or the seller, we are there to try to get the best deal and give you the best information that we can on this. So it doesn't matter whether you're trying to buy a house for $50,000 or $500,000. Our job is to do our job. Does that make sense? So make sure you listen to us. You can listen to everybody else too, but understand that their knowledge may be here where our knowledge is up in here. So let's put it all together. Let's put it in a pot. Let's cook it up and see what comes out. And maybe we can actually get this house bought or sold for you despite the people on the other end, right? Okay. Hey, it's called Ask the Realtor Live at Lunch. We're into 2020. Yes, I think of Barbara Walters every time I say that. Welcome to 2020. So don't forget, the number up there, my mobile business card. If you want to know more information, that brings you right to my website. It brings you right to everything else that I got going on. My mobile website is this. You got to text Wally Sells to 85377. My head's in the way. Wally Sells to 85377. We're going to talk about the current interest rate, by the way, for buyers. It's gone up slightly, but it's still really, really good, just so you know. That's on the way up. So sellers, let's get to this right now. So what should I fix in the house? So I've got my house up for sale. I'm inviting you, Mr. Realtor, to come by my house. Tell me what it is I need to do. What do I need to do to make my house sell, and for how much more money? And everybody says that, hey, if I fix this and this and this and this and this, can I get $20,000 more out of my house? Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it just makes your house more saleable so it will sell quicker. Is that okay? I mean, I think a lot of times it is. You have to look at the neighborhood that you're in, okay, and what the neighborhood will bear. I'll give you an example. I had a house that was my family home, that caught fire quite a few years ago. So way, way, way before I was into radio, I asked my real estate professional at the time, the insurance company was going to give me the money. And we had a discussion on fixing the house and how much more. And I thought, my gosh, I got all this money. I've got total replacement costs. I'm going to fix this house up like crazy. And then I'm going to sell it for a whole bunch of money. And what I was told right then was, well, you can try to do that, but I'm afraid you're not going to get the money that you think you're going to get out of this. And I'm like, well, why? If I spend $130,000 on fixing this house, I'm going to get $130,000 out of it. Rude awakening, maybe not. My real estate professional told me, your house is going to bring whatever the neighborhood in the market's going to bear. Let me repeat that. Your house is going to bring whatever your neighborhood in the market is going to bear. Why do I say that? Okay, you could have a $500,000 house. Exaggerating, yeah, a little bit. You can have a very expensive house that you've built or built up to sitting in a neighborhood with 1975 single-wide mobile homes or burnout homes down the block, or maybe there's a whole lot of the neighborhood that just kind of has gone to over the years, out-of-town owners that are renting out everything, and now all of a sudden you're the best house on the block by far, but everything around you says, yeah, stay away. So what does that do to the value of that $500,000 home? Drops it down. Another case in point. There's a home that I saw on Stillwater Road in Conklin. The house is absolutely gorgeous. They've remodeled the house. The kitchen looks great. The upstairs looks great. There's like granite type countertops, backsplashes with subway tile. This house is marvelous. But it's being sold right now, or it was last time I looked, for in that $85,000 range. Why? Why is this house going for less than $150,000 or $160,000? You know why? Because the Susquehanna River is this close to the back door. And what happened in that house? What happened in Conklin? It suffered 2 500-year floods. So the flood insurance is going to be like $7,000. So that's $7,000 extra onto your annual mortgage payments. So break that down monthly. It's a lot of dinero. It's a lot of cash. A lot of dinero, not Robert, going out the door. And that's on top of your regular fire insurance and your taxes and all that other stuff. So mind you, when you put all this effort and all this money back into this house, you may not be able to get it. So the same thing with your neighbor. Very extreme explanations here on this thing. But here's the thing. If you put money into your house, you may not get it back. But it may make it more saleable. So that's okay. So what should we do? How about paint? Painting a house is great, and the inside of the house is wonderful. You know why? Because we all live in our houses. It has pet odors. It has various things. Cigarette smoke is one thing. Number one turnoff for buyers when they walk into a home is cigarette smoke. They'll turn around and walk out. They'll never come back and look at it again. Even if you say, I'll paint the whole house, they're like, gone. So guess what? Before you start showing your house, maybe hire someone to paint your house, or maybe you do the thing. Elbow grease is really cheap, okay? So if you go through, you want to clean up, you want to tidy up, you want to declutter, you want to take, as we're now in the middle of winter, take all that summer stuff that you have in those closets, get it out, box it up. You're going to move anyway. You want to declutter, you want to make the house seem bigger than what it is. That's going to cost you nothing unless you hire someone to do it. Paint is cheap. You can do it yourself. It's going to make everything look clean and smell wonderful. So I think painting is a good thing for you to do. What if your house is one of those older ones and you go, I don't want to do any work? I like it when people go, I'm going to sell my house as is. Look at someone's trying to call me here right now. What if you sell your house as is, right? You put as is in the listing, people go, oh, I'm out of here. I get it. Nobody wants to do any work to their house, but you may have to. There's a lot of financing out there that says if there's chipped or peeling paint, you need to take care of that. So wouldn't it be good to do that before you start bringing people by the house than after? There are some real estate agents, by the way, that will tell you, hey, the house won't pass certain financing, so we need to move on. I'm not one of those. I'm saying, hey, if these people want to fix this house or sell it, then we need to get them to sell it or to do the painting. So I think there's a way of getting around that. What other things can you do? Selling is stressful. So I think doing what you need to do to get the house sold is great. I think trying to do all the little extras because you've seen them on the Property Brothers and you've seen these different HGTV shows that says, oh, you're going to increase the value of a home by $100,000. Let's face it, we're sitting here in the Southern Tier. We're in New York State. Lots of people are heading out of state. I love it here. I'm staying here for at least the next couple of months anyway, but or probably longer. So I'm going to guess, depending on where you're at, your property values aren't going to go up a whole lot by doing the extra work to get the extra value. But it depends on where you're at. Now, if you're in Poplar Estates, yeah, up on off Poplar Hill Road, and you are putting decks or doing some other things because they're very higher-end houses, yeah, then maybe you'll get the extra money. But if you're in Shady Maple Estates, and I apologize if there is such a place, then maybe not. So it all depends on your neighborhood. Like I said, whatever your neighborhood is going to bear and the market bears is what you're going to get for your house. If you spend $30,000 on fixing it, you may not get it. It's called Ask the Realtor Live at Lunch. You can visit me on my website, by the way. It's called WallyGetsItDone.com. I've also got a YouTube channel, just Wally VanVoorhis. You can check that out there. Also my Facebook page as well. Hey, the current interest rate, by the way, for buyers, a 30-year conventional fixed-rate mortgage, as of today, given to me by my friend Aaron Thomas Allen at Elmira Savings Bank, is 3.75%. Is it up a bit? Yeah, but guess what? It's actually down from what it was a year ago. We had people buying houses last year at that 4% range and 4.25%, which was still pretty good. So if you're thinking about buying a house, don't keep thinking about it. I know that interest rate fluctuates and goes up and down, and it may just keep going up. So my thought is this. If you're ready to go buy a house, then let's get together and talk about it. And you can message me right through that. Wally sells at 85377, and or your real estate professional who you'll be working with. Hopefully it's me or my friend Helen, who's sitting on the other end of this camera here, just so you know. She's waving at you, by the way. So Laura and Jerry and Dave and John and Herb and Steve, thanks for joining us. We've got Lori and Karen and a whole bunch of people on there today. Christopher, thanks to. I was looking to see if you had a question there. You don't. Kurt Madden, client of mine. Hey, how are you? We got lots and lots of people online right now taking a look at the show. Well, we're going to make sure that we're here every single Wednesday if we can. Alan says, I've looked at so many houses in the area that would be so much more appealing if they did simple things like decluttering. Yeah, you know what? And sometimes it's about, and you're right, Alan, sometimes it's just about just getting busy to get busy at it. And I think your real estate professional, when you're selling the house, comes by, takes a look at things, says, this is what you need to do, okay? And then you need to get to it, and then have them come back before they take pictures and say, no, this ain't right. And don't get offended by it. Just say, I'm here. I hired you to be able to help me get this job done to sell my house. So if I'm not doing it right, then I need you to tell me. I need you to give me the bad news. Sorry, you ain't quite here yet, so let's get it done. So how do you find the right buyers or seller's agent for you? It's pretty simple, actually. It's just, you just need to talk to people. I know, do some homework, because we all have this little thing that Al Gore invented. It's called the internet, series of wires and tubes. You've heard of it, right? Anyway, you get on the internet and you can find just about anything you need to find when it comes to reviews. Now, and I would say, look for reviews. Look for them on Zillow, look for them on Realtor.com, look for them on some things. I usually only work on the Zillow platform with that, so you'll see very few reviews probably for me on Realtor.com. Maybe I should check that out. But you'll find some. So when you go look at a realtor and you have five, and they're 5 stars all the way across, take it with a grain of salt. Either means that they only had 4 or 5 comments, or there are 4 or 5 relatives that are on there. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but generally, you do a pretty good job for people, and you're not going to get a 5 on every single thing with every single person. So what I'm saying is just, do the review thing, take a look at that, and then talk to them. Give them a call, see or her, and see where they're at, and see if they kind of fit, if you guys fit. Because not everybody's going to fit with everybody. I mean, does everybody like you? I mean, I know not everybody likes me. Most people do, I think. But if you think that everybody likes you, then maybe you're going to be the problem. So not everybody is a good fit for everybody. So I would suggest do the review thing, give them a call, find out about them, find out where they work. It's a good thing. I know when people ask me, they say, where do you work? And I can say this, I'm licensed in New York State. I can sell or buy any house for you or help you in New York State. But do I want to go to Manhattan? No. And it's out of my wheelhouse. I'd have no idea about what the right price is for anything there or how they go about things, because they do things weirdly in New York City, don't they? Yeah, that's where the Giants are. So I would go and I would see who works your area. Because if you've got somebody, and Cindy sent me this question, if you've got somebody that basically lives and works in and around the Owego or Newark Valley area, they are probably more apt to know more about local knowledge and market experience or market trends in that area than they are going to know about Kirkwood, New York. Pretty much. So I would say try to find somebody with the right fit, find somebody who works the area, look for somebody who's the local expert on that area. Where I'm sitting right now in the Shenango Forks and Shenango Valley school districts, I grew up here. I went to school at Shenango Forks. I shop here. I used to hang out. I still do, basically, all around here. You go across the river over in the Hillcrest, friends over there. My uncle's place is over there. I hang out over there from time to time. Just had dinner over there the other day. Green, where I live. Yes, all this area. I'm back home. I'm home where I'm at right now. So would I have a lot of local market knowledge about this area? Yeah. If you take me and say, hey, go to Owego, I can do that, and I certainly would. And that's still kind of close. But if you tell me to go to Elmira, I'm really out of sorts there. And I have been there, and it wasn't pretty. So, make sure you find the person that's going to work out well for you. Just talk to them. Invite them out for coffee and see if it's a good fit, and then go from there. All right. So anyway, that's about it for today. And it's 12:23. Look at that. So what else do you want to know? You can always message me by what? Texting Wally Sells to the number 85377. You should put that in your phone right now, by the way. And put this other number in your phone. It's above my head, 725-1446. Why? Because that's my personal cell phone number. When you call that, guess what? I answer the phone, so you know it's going to be me. And it's going to be familiar, and it'll be fun, and we'll bond. So you can do that. You can find out more just by going online. WallyGetsItDone.com, that's my website. You can also go to my YouTube channel where there's over 150 kind of how-to videos about how to do this whole real estate thing. So check that out for yourself. So anyway, if you have a question, you can certainly PM me right through Facebook as well. It's called Ask the Realtor Live at Lunch, and we're coming to you live from Exit Realty Front and Center right here at 1163 on Front Street in Binghamton. It's me, Wally, here for Ask the Realtor Live at Lunch. Peace out, Boy Scout.